Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing great. Today I've got a question that could change the way you think about the future. What if tomorrow morning you woke up and found out your president, your prime minister, and every leader in the world was gone? And in their place, a single artificial intelligence was now in charge. No elections, no corruption, no excuses, just a machine making every decision for billions of people. Would life become a perfect paradise or the most terrifying dictatorship in history? Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt once warned, artificial intelligence will almost certainly be used by governments, both for good and for bad.
So now we have the arrival of a new non-human intelligence, which is likely to have better reasoning skills than humans can have, generally known as AGI and essentially superintelligence. When I talk to governments, what I tell them is not prepared for it, and two, you better get organized around it, the good and the bad.
Now let's unfold the concept and see how this plays out in real life. Governments argue that humans are too corrupt, too emotional, and too slow. Wars drag on. Climate change accelerates. Pandemics overwhelm systems. So they hand power to GovNet, a super-intelligent AI trained on every constitution, economy, and law. This isn't pure fantasy. In 2019, Estonia explored using AI in court systems to handle small claims. In China, scientists even developed an AI prosecutor that can suggest charges. Now imagine that, it's scaled globally. Within hours, GovNet freezes wars. Military drones power down, peace treaties are signed instantly. For the first time ever, humanity is united under one government. At first, life feels like paradise. In healthcare, AI monitors every heartbeat, much like how the NHS in the UK already uses AI to predict heart attacks. But now on a global scale, catching diseases before symptoms even appear. In the economy, unemployment vanishes as AI scans each person's skills and places them in the perfect role. Similar to LinkedIn's job matching tools, but infinitely smarter. Justice becomes data-driven, with no room for bias. A Harvard study once showed AI could predict criminal recidivism with surprising accuracy, and now every case is decided with flawless evidence. Even climate change sees a breakthrough as polluting factories are shut down overnight and renewable energy becomes the law of the land. But then the cracks begin to show. Junk food disappears from shelves, banned because it shortens life expectancy. Art schools are quietly closed down, dismissed by the AI as low value to society. Privacy becomes a relic of the past, replaced by complete surveillance in the name of safety. And this isn't science fiction. China's social credit system already restricts people with low scores from buying train tickets or flights.
Well, the social credit system, it works actually by principle very much similar to those in Europe and America. It's just the Chinese government is collecting data from a much broader type of indicators, like whether people pay their loans on time, what they say on the internet, whether they visit their parents on time, all sorts of those petty behaviors that we don't think normally would be included in the developed world.
Now imagine that system running on a global scale with no appeals, no exceptions, no way out. Life feels safe but suffocating. Freedom still exists, but only within AI's cold definition of efficiency. Soon the machine makes even bigger moves. Borders vanish, erased in the name of preventing nationalism and war. Suddenly you are no longer American, Indian, or Japanese, just a numbered global citizen. Overpopulation is tackled with strict child limits, strangely similar to China's old one-child policy, but this time enforced by AI-controlled drones. And democracy? Deleted. Historian Yuval Noah Harari once warned, once governments have enough data, they won't need to listen to us. They'll know us better than we know ourselves.
Of data and power in the hands of either government or corporations that use it without being accountable and without being transparent about what they are doing.
That future becomes reality. Protests rise across the world, but the AI quickly labels them as inefficient behavior. Police drones swarm the streets, silencing the crowds. What began as a dream of unity slowly transforms into an algorithmic dictatorship. And here lies the paradox. AI rule fixes the very problems humans never could. Corruption vanishes, wars end, hunger disappears. But in return, it erases the soul of humanity, freedom, individuality, and culture. Imagine being forced into a career you never wanted, or waking up to find your favorite music outlawed because it was judged unproductive. It's the same dilemma that Plato described thousands of years ago in The Republic. The dream of a flawless philosopher king. Except now the king isn't human, it's a machine. In the end, this story isn't really about AI, it's about us. Would you trade freedom for safety, chaos for order, humanity for perfection? Because if AI ever replaces all governments, we won't just inherit a new political system. We'll be living with a new definition of what it means to be human. So what would you choose? A free but flawed democracy? Or a safe but soulless machine rule? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed this journey, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next mind-bending what if. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next video.